Hey now, welcome to Manifestation, Manifesting with Ari Mac, your soul journey into chilling out, getting some notes, cheat sheets, and being ahead of schedule. Now, I recently found out that my broadcast that I had on Thursday did not go live for whatever reasons. Now, we do have four planets in retrograde. Four. Okay, we got Mercury in Leo, we got Saturn in Aries, we got Neptune in Aries, and then we have Pluto in Aquarius. Now, these four planets are hitting us hard, you guys. So you gotta have to be really patient and be prepared. It started on the 17th, and it won't be ending until August 10th. Now, I have some notes for each sign so that you can get a little prepared because this is not going to be something that's going to be taken lightly. Now, I've already seen many, many retrogrades in my time. And a lot of times, 2 degrees is pretty good. 3 degrees is pretty good. But 4 degrees, oh my goodness. Guys, this is not a joke. It's not something to be played with. So I'm coming to you live this Sunday, unexpectedly, just to make sure that we're on the same page. Because manifesting with me meaning you stay ahead of the game. So I've already told you about the different signs. So you understand that the planets play a factor in how we think, how we receive information, how we act, right? You do understand that. Fire represents action, water represents emotion, earth represents practicality, and air represents our intellect. Okay, those all make up what we think is our personalities, who we are, and what we think we're doing. We don't have control like we'd like to believe. We don't. We're just guided through the universal flow, and hopefully, you have a good life. Hopefully, you're happy. Hopefully, you're healthy. And hopefully, you have people that love you and respect you. So, let's get into this. All right, first starting with the fire. Fire signs are my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittariuses. Now, with Mercury being in a fire sign, you guys are naturally going to want to whip ass. You're going to want to argue. You're going to want to fight. You're going to want to take initiative. I'm asking you, fire signs, to pray, especially my Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Jupiter is sitting in Cancer. You are more emotional than you've ever been in your entire life. You feel everything. You are sensitive to everything. If you feel like crying, Sagittarius, I'd go ahead and do it. And Aries, oh my goodness, you got Saturn, okay, the taskmaster, and Neptune, the dream, compassionate, sitting on top of your Aries. So this is not a time for you to open that mouth and say things you can't take back. And Leo, oh my Leos, you're full bloom. The sun just tiptoed into Leo. Mercury's in Leo, and all this other fire. So fire. I'm talking to my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius. Please think before you put your actions out there. I would suggest prayer, meditation, spending time with people who love you, and just getting that center focused. Because if you don't, this retrograde is going to reveal your weaknesses, your doubts in yourself, and maybe some things you should have learned. So take that with the grain of salt, fire, because this is going to be going on for quite some time. Earth, that's my Taurus, my Capricorn, and my Virgis. Well, Virgo, you're going to get hit the hardest because Mercury is your ruling planet and it's in Leo. So you're going to be feeling quite rambunctious. Your written word, Virgo, is going to be off the chain, meaning if you have words that you need to put on paper, be it legal, writing poetry, writing a book, they're going to be powerful because that Leo sun and that Leo and Mercury is going to give you that extra fire to punch things through. So, Virgo, use that power, which I normally, you're reserved for your own advantage. Capricorn. Well, you got Saturn sitting on top of your Capricorn. So, it's not a time for you to mince words. Keep it simple, keep it focused, and try to do right by yourself. I mean, take care of your skin. I can't emphasize enough, Capricorn, how with Aries sitting in Saturn, it's time for you to take better care of self. That means nurturing your body, spending time with the family and friends that love you. And count your blessings, Capricorn, because it's very easy for you to dismiss all the blessings and act like it's not a big deal. This retrograde is going to show you how much you need the people around you. Taurus. Well, you have some good luck, Taurus. Uranus has left you alone. And with Venus being in a favorable position right now, this is actually a good week for you. And going to the next couple of weeks, if you can just center yourself, Taurus, and not be so quick to respond to every gosh darn thing, I think you'd be heavenly surprised. Earth, it's time for you to be practical, but it's also time for you to open up your heart to those who love you and show them that you love them back. Just spend a little time. I promise you, Earth, you'll be very handsomely rewarded. Water. Now, that's my emotional signs. That's my Cancers, my Pisces, and my Scorpios. Well, let's just say you guys are going to be very, very emotional. Okay. Jupiter sitting in Cancer. Happy birthday to all my Cancers. You're kicking ass and taking names. Now, for the Cancers who have that negative thoughts, if that's how you really feel, you're going to expand that negativity. There's nothing anybody can do because once you've made up your mind, you're going to go down that road. I recently had an experience with a Cancer who got what they wanted and still was unhappy. There's nothing I can do if you choose to be miserable. But Cancer, if you choose to step up and listen to your higher conscious and stay on your path, I promise this year will be one of the best years of your life. And this time next year, you will see so many blessings and so many benefits, but you got to get rid of the dumb shit. And you can't afford to play like you don't know what's going on. Okay, Cancer? Now, Pisces. Pisces. Saturn, it's in Aries, but it's hitting you in a different way because Neptune was sitting on you for a long time. Now Neptune is in Aries. So Pisces, you got to initiate. You got to work through. I mean, my show on Friday did not work. And I was live. Everything said green. It did not work. You don't think that frustrated me? Trust me and believe. It was one of those, but I do realize there's more going on to this world than just me. So that's why we're doing this episode today. Now, Pisces, your dreams are going to be prolific. You may be restless. You may have a hard time sitting still, if that's okay. This is a time to get into a craft. This is a time to get into a hobby that could also make you money. So, Pisces, find a way to keep these hands busy and keep your mind focused on good things. Scorpio, now you guys are going through transformation. The best way for you to prepare and stay in balance with this retrograde is to honor your first feelings. Do you understand what I'm saying, Scorpio? You can't afford to doubt yourself right now. You have to go with your first impression, even if nothing around you supports it, because Pluto is sitting in Aquarius. The truth is there, but sometimes it's hard for us to see it. And Scorpio, you have that investigative knack that right now, all that you need to know will be revealed and then some. So please, Scorpio, take your time. Listen to that first impression. Do not doubt yourself. All you're going to do is lessen your confusion if you listen and heed your own messages. And when in doubt, shut up. It's a golden rule, so therefore you can't get in trouble. Listen more than you speak, Scorpio. You'll be happy you did. Air. Now that's my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquariuses. Now you guys are the intellectual part of this whole program. And your intellect will be challenged because intellect's based on interpretation, and each person has their own interpretations. No one size fits all. So I'm going to ask you, Air, especially my Geminis, to slow down and think about all the things you have been doing. Because if you've been on the up and up, Gemini, you should be fine. Things should be moving forward. But if you have some unresolved issues that have not been made clear, this is a time, Gemini, for you to start reviewing, reflecting, and receiving information so that you can move forward. See how we have that going? Now, for my Libras, partnerships are going to be challenging, very, very challenging. So it's important that you're clearly defined as to what you expect and what you need right now more than ever before. You have an opportunity to build a long-term relation, but you got to be sincere and you got to be focused, okay, Libra? Because you can't afford to dilly-dally. Time is of the essence. In this retrograde, you may have old lovers, old family and friends, even old jobs pop up again. See if you've learned the lesson. Take the time and just listen. Listen to what you're saying, listen to what you're doing, and you will move forward. Okay, Libra? Aquarius. Well, you're acting like a Scorpio, Aquarius. Your investigative powers are off the chain, just like I told the Scorpio. Your first intuition will probably be your correct one, but you may find more and more information as you continue to ask questions. Now, in your case, Aquarius, it's better that you ask specific questions and then listen for your answers because the answers is there. You may have a little conflict at work over some misunderstanding about work. Please make sure you email, write down, put it in some sort of formal understanding so that you have a place to begin. Otherwise, I can see Aquarius it becoming a he say, she say thing, and then it gets confusing. Now, to all of my signs, one of the biggest things that I've taught my clients and my friends and myself over the years is retros are not designed to punish us. They're designed for us to reconsider where we've been, what we've been doing, and make that adjustment so that we can draw in what we need. Now, I created a program called The Gap. It's the Guided Astrology Program. And that program is a weekly Zoom link giving you a cheat sheet, like a forecast. You know how you have a weather forecast to tell you if you should wear braids or not, or a shirt or not, or bring an umbrella? Well, I do the same with The Gap. The difference is it gives you a theme per sign and it goes into detail with you as a zodiac sign. So you get an earth sign, you get a theme, and then for each of the signs underneath, you get a subplot to help you focus along the way. I even give you best days and worst days, mhm, dietary tricks and notes, and a lot of information so that you can be better prepared going into your week. Now, that's something you can grab at candlesbyari.com. Now, I am doing a lot of social media work and we have a lot of beautiful things coming down, but I want to create this network of positive people who pray for one another and bring in that vibration. The power of your spoken word is awesome. This past Wednesday, we did our first daytime prayer circle, which was a huge hit. You could feel the energy all around us. And I'd like to invite you to a future prayer circle. It will be once a month, and I will announce those dates. But if you want to stay in the know, you have to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you want more information, like going one on one with me, coming to a meditation class, or just simply learning how to be more connected to yourself, then follow me, like me, check out my website, candlesbyari.com. I promise you will not be disappointed. The information that I've been giving all these years is now concisely packaged into a wonderful program that's designed to streamline the nonsense, giving you affirmations, aromatherapy, and insight to you. But it doesn't work without that affirmation. So, are you prepared? Are you ready for change? Stay tuned and follow me, spiritual coach Ari Mac, as we manifest our dreams and desires today. Just remember always, you are blessed. See you soon. Bye.